Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. I'm extremely grateful to the organizational structure of Shalamar Hospital who have given me this opportunity to talk on the sixth surgical symposium on a very important topic, that is artificial intelligence. If we look around, artificial intelligence is present in every field of life and it is being utilized by all field of life, whether it is going to be agriculture, the industry, we are going to talk of the robotaxi or automation of the cars, and the artificial intelligence role in health is all around. If we look over here, right from the telehealth to doctor facing the various medical records, data analytics, the medical imaging, the hospital service delivery, research, and the patient facing, and especially when we talk of that this role in the surgery is going to be where the augmented surgery is going to be the one which we are focusing in the near future. What we are going to talk is what is going to be intelligence, what will be the artificial intelligence, the role of artificial intelligence in surgical training, and role of artificial intelligence in monitoring, feedback, reflection, and assessment, where we stand internationally and nationally in respect of surgical education, training, and service delivery. If we talk of intelligence, it is the capacity to acquire and apply knowledge. And according to ICARTA World English Dictionary, the ability to learn facts and skills and apply them, especially when this ability is highly developed. And when we talk of the artificial intelligence, it is the theory and development of the computer system which is going to mimic like the human intelligence in certain areas such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision making, and translation between languages. John McCarthy, in his paper 2004, he said that the computers to understand human intelligence, but it does not mean that this is going to be restricted and confined to only the biologically observable intelligence. It was in 1957 when the Frank Rosenblatt created the first perceptron, and this was the first machine learning. And this machine learning was based on the single layer neural network of the perceptron, which has got a low processing power, few data, no belief in the concept. But this was the start of the artificial intelligence. Right now, we have been able to develop certain neural networks which are catching up with the human brain. But remember, the human brain has got a 37 trillion body cells for to do a operation per second, which is a huge capacity. How these artificial intelligence is created, the heart of that is on the deep learning, and that deep learning is based on the neural networks to solve complex problems. Once these neural networks they start working on, they collect data, and that data is being used as a machine learning to improve the problem solving, and finally the application of artificial intelligence is going to be created through them. It is not only that data which is the statistical data which is being there and being used by these artificial intelligence. It is the object detection, the natural language processing, and expert systems which make and these computers and these computer machines capable of not only thinking but producing certain works as well, like the robotics. And the final one is that is the aim is to integrate the artificial and the human intelligence in the form of cyborgs. The artificial intelligence has got various levels, that is a narrow, general, and the super intelligence. The narrow intelligence applications are all those applications which are working in on the social media like Siri and your Google Map. And artificial general intelligence is a bit beyond that, where it is not going to be just the data and the analysis of the data and problem solving, but it is going to be generation of solution for and that is one of that application is the taxi which is coming up, or the fully automated taxi which is going to come up. And finally, the aim is towards the super intelligence, which is that intelligence beyond or above the human intelligence level. But this is at present, all of the applications, they are at the level of artificial narrow intelligence. It was the Satava in 1991 who gave the TED talk, and that TED talk visioned that medicine will switch from industrial age to information age, and that was very well taken by the rest of the world. And the world started developing strategies. They started to develop various acceptance strategies. Future investments were started off, and researches were being made. And at present, if we look around, that it is almost more than half of the world which are in the countries in the world which are using artificial intelligence strategies in the health. The investments which are being made were huge. In 2017, it was 719 million, which was being, and it is expected that in the future it is going to be 18,119 million at the end of 2025, which will be invested in the artificial intelligence for the health products. And what return on investment has been created is, if you look over here, only in USA, 115 billion have been saved in the healthcare costs annually in USA. And this is going to be increased by 2026 in the USA. Acceptance is all over, whether it is the healthcare providers, it's the administration, or the consumers. So they are willing to accept the various products which have been provided and been supported by the AI applications. No longer science is a fiction. AI is transforming health, whether it is to keep them well, early detection, diagnosis, decision making, treatment, end of life care, research, or training. If we talk about one of the early detection, is the hallmark is a mammogram. That the mammogram application which are being used, they are 30 times faster with 99% accuracy. Uh, the medical imaging is also supporting for the early detection and early diagnosis. So, not only the detection of the diseases, but it is the diagnosis which is being supported by the artificial intelligence applications. The decision making is also being supported, and the complex decisions which require a lot of data to be analyzed, they are being taken up by the various applications which not only they are going to analyze the data, but they are going to match the solution which is present in the through the evidence, and they are helping the doctors and the administration to make decision making in the healthcare sector. Treatment, the precision medicine that is being provided through the application of artificial intelligence, where the data of the patient is being matched by the treatments which are available in the literature, and being backed by the evidence, and they are those medicines, they are approved by the various agencies like FDA and the Drug Control Center in Pakistan. End of life care is also supported in, right from that the patient, they are going to be given a company to the collection of their data of their vitals, and the alteration in their medication, all are being supported by the various applications which are available on the internet and the social media, and they are being employed to provide services. And this is coming up in Pakistan right now as well. Research is an other area, and a phenomenal research is prospects are available, especially in the genetics and environmental factor, which has got a huge data set. And these complex multifactorial diseases can be easily identified through the matching of the data and tagging of the data. And the results are that you can prevent and you can treat these diseases in the earlier phases and at the early time. There is a lot of role of artificial intelligence in training, and especially when we talk about the simulated learning. And in these COVID days, where we have find it out that the direct interaction of the student and the patients is being prohibited. So these computers, they have got a large database and scenarios, which is going to make lot of different variations in the with the changing or evolving scenarios, which help the students to train themselves in the complex situations of the patient management. This has been not only to the concept, but it is also the artificial intelligence has been used in the laparoscopic training. This has been for the not only for laparoscopic training, but it is also for the laparoscopic assessment of the performance of those with the hybrid models, where human intelligence and artificial intelligence, they are computing together and making wiser decisions for the detection and solution for these individuals for the deficiency in their performance. And this laparoscopic is being converted into the through the artificial intelligence application. The robots, they are being there, and they are also helping not only the treatment, but also for the training of the healthcare workers. This all is providing the from making a shift from conventional web search to the precision education, that is that education specific for the specific individuals. The 3D reconstruction is another area which is helping and is making us to see beyond our optics, which we have got the human optics, and that is creating a perception of death and other areas where we can work on, and that has extremely changed. And in the COVID days, they have found it out to work on the this lungs. They have found it out that the semi-automatic, which was taking 4 hours to identify the various bronchial, arterial, and venous defects. In the fully automatic programs, it was taking only 9 minutes. So there is a huge cut down in the as we are talking of in the investment of time. This is another area where the various the strategies which have been employed, that is from the laparoscope to the augmentation with the 3D and the various programs which are being utilized by the artificial intelligence, that is being converted into a robotic arm, and that robotic arm is going to help us to perform the various surgical procedures which are beyond the experience, beyond the access of the human body parts and the human vision. So this augmented surgery is a future prospect, which where a lot of work is being done and is being directed in the form of laparoscopes, the various types of laparoscope which are being aided by the various computing sections and also the robots. The taxonomy of machine learning is from deep learning to neural networks, and then finally the machine learning and the application. And how they are being developed? They are being developed by methods of annotated steps of this is one of the steps which is for laparoscopic sleeve gastrectomy, right from the portal placement to the final inspection of staple line. There are 7 steps which have been created. These steps, they are being converted into the visual model or residual neural network and the temporal model. So both of them, there are 2 different programs which have been created, and these programs, they are going to augment each other. And at the end of the day, that when you are going to complete this sleeve net, that is going to give you a feedback on whether all the 7 steps they have been completed or not, and this program is known as SleeveNet. And similarly, there are various programs in other procedures, they are being created as well. And why they are being created is that not only that they are going to improve the outcome of the patient, but they are going to improve the training of the residents and the surgeons as well. And at the same time, they are going to provide the quality functions. The SleeveNet accuracy, if you look over here, that single model alone is having an accuracy of 82.4%. And when it is going to be combined by both of them, the temporal and the visual, the SleeveNet accuracy is 85.6% accuracy. So every step which is going to be, or program which is going to be added, is going to improve the quality outcome of the patients and the learning. Your smartphone will see you now. This is the one which has been there. And remember this thing, that this is going to be the future. Apple Watch heart rate monitoring, and I have seen it in AHA programs that these watches not only they detect this that the patient has got a tachycardia, but they do let or they are going to inform the healthcare workers, and help is going to be reaching to the individuals who have got this problem. So there is a detection phenomena as well, and at the same time they are going to call for help for these individuals as well. Various programs, they are available in the market. At present, Pakistan has also started working and investing into the artificial intelligence and computing. It is not only the other sectors, especially in health is a focus for them as well, in various areas, especially in the health management and this health managers. They are being trained in the various application of AI for delivering the healthcare. The rise of artificial intelligence in healthcare sector is a need of the day for Pakistan. This is there are key categories of application involve diagnosis, treatment, and engagement and areas and administrative activities which are required for these. We can use our expatriates which are present abroad and who have got the expertise in these particular areas, not only the health delivery but also the training of the individuals in these areas. There is a lot of discussion which is going on in the media as well, not only this social media, but also the domain specific media, where there's surgical education, surgical training, and surgical practice. They are being highlighted, and that is being called upon that this is the need of the day. Our all our educational institutes, they have started employing this. University of Health Sciences has got undergraduate and postgraduate admissions, and their various applications, they are being created for the management of the students. Similarly, Rawalpindi Medical University, he has developed its not only the student portal, other portal. These are just the one area which has been to share with you that where we are working on and how our institutes they are working on. College of Physicians and Surgeons, they have developed their e-portal where monitoring has been carried out. There are certain areas in College of Physicians Surgeons where these programs that they've been adopted, as well as the simulator and the simulation machines have been procured to support those programs which are internationally recognized. And the one who is going to do these courses, they are going to have a domain specific and certified competence when they are going to complete these courses. Similarly, the fundamental in endoscopic surgery is another one which is recently been acquired by the College of Physicians and Surgeons Pakistan. The Aga Khan has not only that they have developed the simulation labs, but they are developing the clinical simulation leadership program as well, which is a lot of people they are getting training in these programs, and they are helping their institutes to develop that simulation and been enabling their institute through artificial intelligence programs. And it is not only that they are working over here, but they are working in the rest of the world as well. The telemedicine is another area where our universities, the King Edward Medical University, that is working a lot, and it has developed its own application, which is cost effective and is providing, and it has got a very good response from the consumers. We are also working on the robotic area, and the robot surgery has been performed in SIUT, and that is in the civil hospital. We have got a robot as well. We are also in Pakistan that we have developed a molecular medicine and research, drug research lab, which is fully supported by AI applications. Various countries in the world, they are using these AI application at different levels. Some are at the infancy level, some are at a very high level, they are using it. But the important thing is that we have to start on, and this is going to, the world is going to be benefit out of this automation. Everything which is going to come, it has got its cons and pros, and we have to be ethical, and judicious use of artificial intelligence definitely will bring laurels for the human race. In conclusion, the technology is changing fast and world is changing with it. Advancement of AI in healthcare can assist the human thoughts. Every advancement has both pros and cons. However, judicious and ethical use bring greater goods. AI will definitely bring another revolution in health education and health delivery. To bring revolution, we need to strengthen intersectoral collaboration between health and IT technology sectors. I'm extremely grateful to all of you for your patient listening, and thank you very much for your patient listening. Allah Hafiz.